Hello, boys and girls. Welcome back. I have such a great book for us today, and it's all about this number right here. This number is 100. Oh my goodness. The book I have for us today is all about the 100th day of school. Is it your 100th day of school, or maybe you just had the 100th day, or the 100th day is coming up, but you are learning so much. You have learned so much this year, and we are at the 100th day, and it is time to celebrate you. And so maybe you are celebrating in your class, and you decided, hey, let's read a fun book about somebody else's 100th day. Doesn't that sound fun? Maybe that's what's happening for you. Or maybe you just heard about this great book and you wanted to read it with me. Either way, I know that you are in school and that you are working really hard. And if it is your 100th day that you are celebrating right now, congratulations. So proud of you. You have learned so much, and you are 100 days smarter. So we're going to read a book about another person, a little girl. Her name is Jessica, and she is also 100 days smarter, and they are celebrating the 100th day at her school. Doesn't that sound exciting? Yes, yes. Except Jessica's not really excited. She's kind of worried. Do you know what worried means? Worried is when you feel stressed, and you almost feel a little bit sad about it, and you just keep thinking about it, and it's making you feel not happy because you just don't know what's going to happen. That's how Jessica feels. This is her book. It's called 100th Day Worries. That's the title, 100th Day Worries. And she is so worried. She is so afraid and worried, and she does not know what is going to happen because she can't find 100 things to bring. Are you bringing 100 things to your class? Or maybe your teacher has 100s of things? Well, in her school, every boy and girl is supposed to bring in 100 of something. So 100 cars, or 100 rubber bands, or 100 stickers. Those are all cool things. 100 Cheerios, 100 peanuts. Those are all cool things that you could bring 100 of, right? Pretty easy. But Jessica, she doesn't know what she wants to bring 100 of, and she's so stressed. I hope you're not stressed. Don't be stressed. Okay, don't be stressed. It's a fun day to celebrate you, so don't be stressed. But Jessica is. Let's see who made this book. This book was written by Marjorie Cuyler. I'm sorry, Marjorie, that I said your name wrong. She is the author of the book. That means she wrote all of these words. And it's illustrated by Arthur Howard. That means he drew the pictures. Look, he drew this picture of Jessica right here, where she's looking so very afraid and worried and stressed out. Now, if you are feeling a little bit worried and stressed out because you do not know what to bring, you can get some ideas from this book, or I just give you some ideas. It's not a big deal. It's a day to celebrate you and your smart brain and all the learning that you've been doing. Do not stress like Jessica. So Jessica's very stressed. She doesn't know what she's going to bring. People try to help her. Other boys and girls bring things. There's a lot happening in this book. You're going to love it. It's so much fun, and it all works out in the end. Don't you worry. All right, let's read it together now. Come on, join me. 100th Day Worries. Jessica was a worrier. She worried about everything. She worried about losing her first tooth and remembering her lunch money and missing the school bus and getting her math right. But on the 95th day of first grade, Jessica's teacher gave her something new to worry about.
Next Friday will be the 100th day of school,
Mr. Martin said.
So I want each of you to bring in a collection of 100 things. They can be anything you want, but they should be small, like rubber bands or marbles. We'll display our collection out in the hall.
Immediately, Jessica began to worry. Oh no, she groaned to herself. What will I bring? All weekend long, Jessica thought and thought, but each new idea brought new worries with it. 100 ice cubes? Too melty. 100 marshmallows? Too sticky. 100 toothpicks? Too pointy. That Sunday night at dinner, Jessica asked her family for ideas.
How about 100 yo-yos? suggested Tom.
That's dumb, said Jessica. Where would I get 100 yo-yos? Maybe 100 lipsticks would work, said Laura. Jessica rolled her eyes. Laura might have that many tubes of lipstick, but Jessica sure didn't. We know you'll think of something, said Mom and Dad. You have until Friday. On Monday, the 96th day of school, Jessica watched as Bobby gave Mr. Martin 5 bags of peanuts.
There are 20 peanuts in each bag, Bobby explained. Great, said Mr. Martin.
Ugh, why didn't I think of peanuts? Jessica wondered.
20, 40, 60, 80, 100. On the 97th day of school, Jessica watched as Sharon piled paper clips into 10 neat stacks on Mr. Martin's desk.
100 paper clips in all!
10 plus 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 10 equals 100. Wonderful, said Mr. Martin.
How did she find so many?
Wondered Jessica. On the 98th day of school, Jessica watched as Ashley brought in 100 peppermints.
I ate a few, she admitted, so I really only have 95.
She promised to bring in 5 more peppermints the next day. 25, 50, 75, 100. Fantastic, said Mr. Martin.
Jessica's stomach felt queasy. By the time Jessica went to bed on the 99th day of school, she still hadn't thought of anything to bring. 100.
On Friday morning, she sat down at the breakfast table and stared at her cereal.
Jessica,
asked Mom, what's wrong?
Today is the last day to bring in 100 things for the 100th day of school, and I still haven't thought of the right thing, she said. I've only come up with stuff that's too melty or too sticky or too pointy. I'll be the only kid without anything to show, and everyone will make fun of me.
Jessica began to cry. Don't worry, said Dad. I have an idea. He pulled open one of the kitchen drawers. Here are some ribbons, he said, giving Jessica a handful of scraps. Jessica counted 3 red, 2 green, 2 yellow, 2 purple, and 1 striped. Mom ran down to the cellar and brought back a jar. Here are some screws, she said, dumping a pile on the table. Jessica counted 4 big, 4 small, 1 giant, 1 tiny. Here are some rocket-shaped erasers from my collection, said Tom. 4 pink, 3 green, 2 white, and 1 yellow.
Here are some beads from my necklace that broke, said Laura. 3 round, 4 oval, 2 square, and 1 shaped like a smiling cat.
I'll get some buttons from my shirt drawer, said Dad. He found 5 black, 3 brown, and 2 white. Here's some loose change from my purse, said Mom. 10 pennies and 10 nickels.
Here are 10 barrettes I don't need anymore, said Laura.
Here are some rocks from Iggy's aquarium, said Tom. 6 brown, 3 green, 1 sparkly. How much stuff do we have so far? Asked Mom. Jessica looked at the stuff on the table. It wasn't 100 of anything, but at least she had something to show. Something was better than nothing. There's the bus, said Mom. Here's a bag for your things. Don't forget your lunch. Jessica shoved everything into the bag and ran to catch the bus. All morning, Jessica thought about the stuff in the bag. She tried to remember the things her family had given her. 10 ribbons, 10 screws, 10 erasers, 10 beads, 10 buttons, 10 pennies, 10 nickels, 10 barrettes, 10 rocks. That came to 90. She needed 10 more. Where would she get 10 more things? Oh no, here came her worries again. At lunch, Jessica found a note in her lunchbox. Sweetie, we'll help you find more stuff this weekend. I'm sure Mr. Martin will understand if your collection is late. Don't worry. Love, Mom. Suddenly, Jessica had a great idea. She smiled to herself as she waited for lunch to be over. After story hour, Mr. Martin said that it was time to put their 100 things out in the hall. What did you bring, Jessica? He asked. Here are 10 ribbons from my dad, she said. 10? Asked Mr. Martin. And 10 screws from my mom, said Jessica. The other kids came over to look. And 10 erasers from my brother and 10 beads from my sister, said Jessica. Pretty, said Anita. And here are 10 buttons from my father and 10 pennies and 10 nickels from my mother and 10 barrettes from my sister and 10 rocks from my brother's iguana aquarium, said Jessica. Cool, said Leslie. And what's this? It's 10 kisses from my mom, said Jessica. See? I brought in 100 things my family gave me, said Jessica. Is that okay? Wow, said Mr. Martin. I've seen a lot of great collections for the 100th day of school, but this one? Jessica swallowed. This one is really special, said Mr. Martin. You've brought in 100 bits of love. The end. Wasn't that wonderful, boys and girls? Poor Jessica. She was so worried. But when she stopped and calmed down and thought about it, she was able to figure out how she could participate in her class project of bringing in 100 things. So if you are stressed about the 100 days or anything else, remember, you don't have to worry. Stop, take a deep breath, think calmly, and you will be able to figure it out, I am sure. Thanks for watching. If you love this book and want a copy of your very own, you can get one at the link below. If you had fun reading along with me, please like this video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check out all the other videos where I read books aloud just for you. I hope I'll see you guys soon and you'll come back and read with me again next time. Bye!